All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Hey, that's awesome, man. What's up, Don? Love to hear that you had a safe arrival. Very cool. Enjoy it. I heard it's a cool city. I am doing all right, man. Thank you for asking. Appreciate that. We're kicking. We're streaming 2 scheduled days in a row. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We got Friday and Monday. Let's see. So I'm feeling good, feeling rested. I got some coffee going. And let's see where we're at. I'm not hearing game sounds though. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I just realized that. Okay, let's see. Weird. Yeah, I'm not getting gamed sounds. And I see that on there too. Okay, that's annoying. Hold on. Let's do some of this. I'm gonna exit the game and relaunch real quick. That's very strange. Volume is up. Volume is up. But it wasn't playing over there. Yeah, me neither, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Strange. Let's try again. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's me. There we go. That dastardly audio source and making sure you actually have the right output selected kind of matters sometimes, I guess. Things should be coming back in a second. I have to sit through the... I don't know what the game... Or, I don't know. Basically, the game, like, authenticates something. Maybe your cloud save or something like that whenever you launch the game. And if you don't have internet, it just keeps trying to do that. So we're currently waiting for it to finish doing that. Any second now. It's a whole thing. My game... Okay, there we go. Failed to authenticate while connecting to online service. That is A-okay. And once we are there... Okay. Hopefully we should have all the sounds and so... Hey. Welcome back, number 257. I just saw that. I wonder if that's true. That'd be really funny. Alright, so... Today... As the objective states, hear the manta. Right on cue. We're still good? We're good. We're fine. Perfect. Today, I would really like to kind of wrap up as much as we possibly can here. We are going to get... motors working, so let's just say start motors. We have to finish a couple things still, I think, with like rotors and stuff like that, but I think we're most of the way there. Once we have motors, it's really going to be figuring out rubber and plastic, and then making another diluted package fuel power plant, because we have to use up all that heavy oil residue. That I can get rid of. And that's kind of our goal. That is kind of the plan. Last time we built a lot. We built a bunch of used wire. We built a bunch of stators. And we built a bunch of rotors. So I believe this is all working. Let's go up and check real quick. I can't completely remember everything that we did, but I think, yeah, this is all chilling. Okay. Let's just double check. Okay, so I'm gonna firmly believe that the top level then is also good to go. Lovely. All right. So we got our rotors working. We got our wire and all that good stuff working. If we take a look at the modeler over here, this was kind of the area that we focused on, was getting these two set up, as well as these guys right here. So we built a bunch of assemblers last time. That was what we did. Today, I want to build a few more assemblers. Surprise, surprise. And then kind of shift our focus down here and set this up. I think we could do both pretty easily, and then we should be able to start like scaling up smart plating and maybe even make some of our modular engine setup today. It's a lot. It's a lot. But frame should be done in the background soon too. Yeah, we're getting there. That's under an hour at the current production rate, I believe. So pretty exciting. Interesting. I wonder why that is. You don't have beams either? Did I not hook steel beams back? No, I did. I'm getting the feeling there's a bit of a problem going on over here. Right on cue. Hey, Dracus, what's up, man? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. You like the looks of things? Glad to hear it. Are we like short on steel or something? Steel. This isn't enough. And that's not running well. This should be 4 1/3. I never overclocked any of these. But also, more glaring problem is there's something wrong with the actual steel production. So this would just be 60. Very good. Is it a belt speed issue? Did I connect the wrong things up somewhere along the way here? Oh, heck yeah, man. Hopefully you found a good one that you're gonna vibe with. You're welcome to chill as long as you like. Love to hear it. We got a lot of people that just like vibe out and build, which I think is sick, so. You think this needs to be a priority merger, maybe? Because I feel like something up here is not outputting properly. Probably on the upper level. Do a little troubleshoot, right? Yeah. Okay. Yup. Interesting. Okay. The upper level is... We're producing 720 per, so it's 360 per line. The upper level is the inside line. And this one is... down. Okay. They're both kind of not great. Yeah, so something is up with this. So what is the current setup? How is it working? We have 360 from the bottom level going in, hitting a priority merger, and then going over to there. Okay. And then this one. Yeah, it's trying to send stuff up and in, which it seems like it's doing, and that's a full belt. extra from there. Yeah, okay. This is confusing. So we have steel coming in from over there into here, and we have steel coming in from the side. Sorry, this is a lot of figuring out. Ooh, you know what is a good use case right now? It's the, what do you call it? Belt speed monitors. Let's drop one of those on there. Honestly, yeah, just give me all my readouts. Tell me what I'm doing wrong here. Okay. Yeah, it's a throughput something issue. Exactly. I'm just trying to figure out where and why. I'm thinking maybe up there. I'm wondering if there's something up here that I'm missing. Okay, let's take a look at this real quick. So where am I in the factory? This is steel pipes. So it's something with steel beams, I think, though. I don't know why I'm over in steel pipes. That's not the right place to be. Machine output efficiencies. Yeah, I already know these are the ones that are struggling. These guys are actually all stalled out because we're making way too many pipes. So it's not that. It's that this is not getting enough steel per minute, which makes me think that I put a Mark III belt in here somewhere. Because these need... Oh, these need 2 lines. Oh, that's why. Yep. Okay. That's why. Okay, so this one is inadequate, and it's also still not full, which is really... Oh no, I handled it. Wait. What the shit? Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to play detective here for a second. So this line should be full, and that's the problem. It's not full. And it's not full because of what? Because it's only getting a line of 360 in. That's why, duh. Duh, that's why. Which is over here. I'll have to pick up all those readers. Okay, so then the 360 line... Maybe we end up... I guess we need more off of this one. Yeah. Okay, yes. I think that our issue is right here. I do believe I made what we call a mistake. Wait, what belt did I set to Mark 1? It was this one, right? Or did I have that backwards? Did I have that set to be a Mark 1? Okay, because what's actually happening is this line here has 360 on it. So does this one. I think I was, for some reason in my head, decided that that has 480, which it obviously doesn't. So it's going to send 360, and then the extra will get added on here, which should eventually back up and go through. 100, there. Okay. Good. Progress, right? And then... Yeah, you're all stalling out because I'm making way too many pipes, and that's that. But I don't know why I was worried about those before. Okay, so now that's much better. I think we're good. I can take back all my things over here. This is irrelevant. Yeah, I don't actually care what the speeds of these lines are at the moment, because that's all clocked up. Okay, good. Cool. Problem solved. We like it. We love it. We do not want more of it, though. For it to stay away. Alright, here's a bunch of steel beams to just kind of help the system recover. There you go. You got for me more building materials. I don't really need that right now. Alright, cool. So, first style frameworks are working again. Not that it's really that important, but it's important to me. And now we can start figuring out motors. So we've got stators, we've got rotors right over here. Oops, these two wings. What I think makes sense is we're just gonna drop in motors right over here. There we go. Throttle was at 60 when needed 100 through or something like that. Yeah, basically, because in my head, the first line was 480, so we only needed to send 40 on that line. But in reality, that first line was 460, so we actually needed to send 160 on that line. And then it bounced out. So yeah. What steel recipe am I using? I am using the solid steel ingot. Yeah. Iron ingots into steel. I just like this one. It's like not that much more work for a pretty good yield. And I don't have to mess with like other extra stuff. Yeah. Okay. Isn't it? Isn't it? It's such a... I like that recipe. Such a good one. Honestly, one of my favorites. Alright, so. Let's grab that bad boy. And start our next area. So yeah, I think this just makes sense for motors, right? We just do them both right here. I guess we could do them over here as well. Which is actually kind of a nice option because there's really not... Well, there's kind of a lot going on over here, but... Yeah. Let's think. So... Here's stators. Hello. There's a hole in the floor. Here is... Oh, our old Caterium line. I need to get rid of this before I get real confused. Yeah, that is super not a thing anymore. And you... Reinforced plate. I think this just goes in to there now. And out nowhere. I should get that running again. I don't know why that's not running. Is there a reason that's not running? Why did I shut that off? There's iron plate. Oh, because the wire. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I need to do. I need to finish hooking up wire after we do motors. Finish. Wire. Connections. Reinforced plate. Okay, so we got to get that running again to get smart plating running again. So many things. Try and do a little housekeeping. Okay, keep going, keep deleting. We don't need you anymore. We don't need this guy anymore. This has all been updated. Okay, that's all good. And it's time for you to go. Oh, I wanted to land on that. So much for that. Okay, so that was our old, whatever that recipe is, Caterium wire or whatever. Where you turn Caterium into normal wire. We don't need that anymore. Don't land on the hypertube guy. Cool. Alright, so now we have a little more room. I could, I guess, get rid of this, but... Definitely get rid of that. It's not doing anything anymore, right? Nope. mean, maybe it kind of was, I guess, but I think we could do this here. Let's see. Whatever, that's fine. We'll figure out power, either in from there or in from there. I still have to add an awesome sink over here, so we'll be adding some stuff. So that little floaty guy is gonna be deemed acceptable for now. Okay. Back to motors, wire to reinforced plate, and then I think we're off to the races. And then maybe we have to make more smart plating, but that we're just gonna replace the existing setup, which I think we have the room for. Let me actually check that real quick. Sorry, I know I'm bouncing around a lot, but it's kind of hard to remember all these things. I think this is smart plating. Nope, that's reinforced plating. That's smart plating. Good. Yeah, that'll work. So we can fit one per level, which is all we need to worry about. So this tower is going to come down considerably in height, which shouldn't be a bad thing. I have to build 12 of those, so we want to leave ourselves some room for that. Only 10 motors, so that's really not a big deal. And then these guys are going to be fun. And that's kind of it. All this is outside of the factory, so it's really this smart plating upgrade, our modular engines, our actual engines, and the rebuild of automated wiring, which also is somewhere around here. I have no idea where, though. Forget. I may have torn it out already, actually. I think I did. I think I tore it out already. Okay. Cool. So, as long as I know I'm not really missing anything and I'm kind of leaving myself room, which I think I'm doing pretty well, then we are good to go. I would really... Yeah, it's so real. It's so real. You gotta make sure you're staying on top of things. The amount of times that I've been like, yeah, everything's fine, and just sent it, and then like built myself into a tough area, or like not left myself enough room, or too many to count. So definitely helps. All right, so we're gonna go here. Let's drop in our sign, and I think we're just gonna do 2 per level. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I don't know why I typed number 5. That, in my brain, I feel like that should be a save button, and I click it all the time by accident. Making 50 per minute, and this is going to be level 1 of 5. Both of those, and we're just going to go for the standard motor recipe, nothing fancy. And let's get wired up, so we can kind of do power as we go. And out here. Oh yeah, there's nothing there, so I gotta take it down to the next one, which is fine. Right there. Build this out as well. Yo, they really do though. Like the, what do you call it? Whatever one that uses the control rods, like the electromagnetic control rods. That one's good, but it's like those things are no joke to make either. So it's like it helps, I guess, but it does make life still more complicated. All right, so we're gonna have stators and rotors going in, and we're gonna do 5 levels of that. Let's do it. And then I'll get belts hooked up. You should be good to go. That is a very Nice start. A little limited on iron, I think, but otherwise you got a lot of stuff there. That's awesome. You're just missing what, like quartz, basically? That's it. That's solid, dude. That's super solid. We love a good start. Can't get everything at once, right? There we go. And we drop the recipe. Drop the recipe, and then let's see. See if I can kind of get a good rhythm going here with these. Yeah. They really are. I love it. I think it's such a great addition. Whoop. 2 of 5. Alright, alright. Off to the next. Oh no. Have I mentioned how badly I would like a hover pack? I don't know if I've expressed that before, but... I mean, in the early game, yeah, it's a little far, but like, yeah, that'll become nothing in no time. You'll be chilling. Chilling. Go. Alright, and the lovely part here is we don't have to worry about crazy numbers. This is really... What am I hitting? Oh, 3. Just like... I'm trying to hit E. Yeah. Don't remind me, Don. Don't remind me. Shit. Oh, bro. I don't know, though. I feel like we're doing pretty good. It took us about 40 hours, if my estimations are correct, to get to this point. So, we'll see. And I feel like things are picking up pace a little bit. So maybe like 50 hours. You know, I don't know. See where we're at. Okay, this one should be 4 or 5. I could be wrong about that, though. It's probably definitely more than 40 hours, because for a long time we were not producing the full amount that I thought we were. So it's actually probably more like 50 or 60. What am I missing? I'm missing that connection there. Nice. This is our 3rd playthrough on the channel, I think. So we did a 1.0. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's funny that like 25 and 5, the builds I have planned, like if I can pull them off, they are quite involved. But they'll finish the phase like so fast. It's not even funny. It would be like in a few hours of them running, like things would basically be done. I think I've come to learn that that is not really the strategy here. I think it's better to kind of make like smaller, easier to build things that you can kind of get online quickly, start chipping away while you're working on other things. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. That would be good here. So maybe we'll do that for the 100x. There we go. Hello. Alright, great. So that should be our whole tower. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got lights on in all of it? Yes. Yeah. we are gonna be doing a community server. I do have full intentions of setting one up, and when I do, it will have the 100x modifier. Just make it an absolute grind to get to the end here. All right, so that is our destination. Got our first set of parts right here. Thankfully, we really don't have to do too much. That going there, and then we've got our stators over here. So for these, we are just gonna drop down, drop through. I think I have to delete this guy. This is gonna be a little spaghetti, but it's gonna be good. Delete that. Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. You gotta know what you're getting into there. I've never run one before, so I mean, I have no idea how it would go, but hopefully it would be pretty good for everyone involved. So we'll see how we do. We'll get it going at some point. Okay, so here, I think the lines are mixed, and that's kind of a problem. I do love chaos. I am known to be a fan of chaos. Yeah, there's rotors on that line. Uh-oh. I know I messed up, so I'm hoping that it's just a temporary thing, because it was only a couple of machines, like all the way at the top here, that I had added in. Oh, that's a lot of rotors, huh? Okay, let's go check that out. Yeah. I was definitely getting to the end of last stream being like, I should probably stop. And that's why. That's why we should probably stop. There she is. Alright. You know, I'll take it. Yeah, I fully expect that to be the case when we do ours. Like, some people just, you know, naturally fall into certain aspects of the game, or aspects of the game. Alright. So those are all good. It was just that top level. Okay. Well, better to catch that now than later when it's a bigger problem. And then we should just still be able to clear things off relatively easily here. But what I need to have set up is a way to get the remainder of the stators, or no, yeah, the remainder of this, the majority is going to motors, and then whatever left is going into the automated wiring alternate recipe doodad. Ah, see, I love doing that. That's my bread and butter right there. Give me trains all day. I was gonna say, we Pioneer 257. Let's go. It's kind of liking that. I have to go back to here with all of our space elevator parts, and then I also have to bring back high-speed connectors. I think we might be setting up a train. I think it's time. I could do vehicles too, like trucks. We would have to build a slooped package fuel setup. Are these still dumping stuff? I mean, I know the line was pretty backed up, but there's a lot of rotors on this line, man. We finally clear. Alright, that seems okay. Alright, so hopefully all is taken care of there. And now we can let these two down, and then I can take extra here. So we'll say overflow, we'll say any undefined. I have to do it, but we'll do it. Nothing goes that way, and then you're probably gonna drop. Oh, I don't know where you're gonna go, my friend. I don't know where you're gonna go. You might. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. That's not my problem right now. Let's keep going. Not bad. Alright, so in here I do need to add more of my walkways. Yo, what's up, Morris? How we doing, man? Long time no see. How's life been treating you, my man? Alright, so we gotta go, yeah, through here, over and in. I can't complain, man. I can't complain. Keeping busy. Just trying to stay sane, I guess. Sort of failing, but we're doing alright. Hi, Manta. Hello. So in this case, we could just go in, but like I do kind of like going over. It just feels a little bit cleaner, if I'm just being honest with you. Not that it really matters. Hey, got a new one going. Doing any modifiers on your playthrough, or just keeping it normal? Did we make that? Almost, but no. Let's see it. Alright, so now we're good there. Oh, yep, nope. I'm in danger. I'm just gonna let it go down. I thought I had supports underneath me. Yeah, oopsie. Hello. Let's see if we can get back up here. For ease, I just did pure, maybe in the future. Nice. Hello? Oh, hi. Fair enough. Are you defending something, or maybe you were? Sky UI has finally been updated. Oh hell yeah! One day we'll start using mods again. I'm kind of liking going vanilla though, I can't lie. Like it is enjoyable. Never use mods for this game. That's fair, honestly. It's kind of fair. Old eyes can't stand the dark sometimes. Yeah, it does get really dark. I will agree with you on that one. I remember I started using that mod when I was making videos because it would be super painful to like try and record a video and then all of a sudden like the sun goes away, you know, and you're like sitting there waiting. It's like in game it's fine when you're just playing, but when you're like trying to make something, you know, and the sunlight just keeps disappearing, it's like, all right. Patience, warm. All right, so that's motors. That should rip pretty well. I think what we'll do is just let it stall because why not? Let it stall out, let it do its thing. Let me get a ladder out here if I can. Hello? No? Oh, I guess we're going down. Here we go. I've always used always day. Oh, okay. I didn't know about that one either. I like Sky UI because you can just like set it to whatever time you want. But yeah, that is it. It's so there's some mods that are client side where they only affect like what you see. And then there are most mods are like server side, you know, in that case where like it would affect the world. So then, yeah, everyone would have to have them correct. All right, so we got motors. Hopefully over there. Yeah, we do. I love that. I think that's I love it. Awesome. Okay. So that's going to start firing up a whole bunch of our stators. Let's take a look at power. We should be very comfortable right now. Yeah, we're chilling. Our power grid's a little jumpy, but we're chilling. Okay. Motors. Check. Let's get wire into reinforced plate. Never played multiplayer, been using mods since update 6. Nice. I've done multiplayer a couple times. It's very fun. I mean, usually it's only been with like 1 or 2 other people. Which is very fun. Yeah, like it's very enjoyable. All right, so this is reinforced plate right here. Our wire. Oh, 1 second, I got a cough. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. Our wire. That should be a blank. That's fine. Yeah, iron plate. Okay, our wire for reinforced plate is coming from up here. I remember correctly. Yep, 340, 4th level. And we need to get it over here, but on the bottom. Interesting. Hell yeah. We love it. Alright, let's think here. Oh, wait, maybe right there? And then Okay, so I gotta get here. The white bone ribs. That's an interesting way to think about them. I like that. Alright. Most of your friends play on consoles, but might convince them to buy it. Is crossplay not a thing? Forgive me, I don't know if oh, no, it's not, right? It's not. Yeah, that's a bummer. Alright, I think I see the pathway in. Oh, it's not. Yeah. Okay, I think I see the path that we're going to take. It's going to be a little interesting, but I think we can make it work. Well, I know we can make it work, but you know what I mean. So, let's drop down here. What we are gonna do. Trying to decide the aesthetic line for this playthrough of building a cliffside base on the northern cliff of the northern forest. Northern cliff. Is that like right here where I am? Or is that like over here? I'm just curious. I want to get the line going here. So it's the best spot in the game, hands down. Hands down the best spot in the game. Yeah, I love this area. It's such a cool spot. So if this guy wasn't here, I could get in how I want. So what I'm gonna try and do is do a little shimmy action. Yeah, my random node distribution here was crazy. See? It's not just me saying it. That's why I feel comfortable saying it. Like, it is arguably... It was hard to argue. In vanilla, it's easily one of the best starting locations in the game. It's kind of hard to argue against that. Like, the Dune Desert is good for, like, late game, but, like, early game, this place is crazy. It's got literally everything you could possibly need. Yeah, that's super good. Because those are all pures, too. That's so good. That's so awesome. Here we have, what was it? It was crazy. It was like iron, like 4 pure iron nodes, a pure oil node, 2 pure coal nodes, limestone out here, Caterium all over the place out here. Wild. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, this location is good at any point in the game, in my opinion. Hello, Manta. But, like, extremely powerful in the early game because of all the biomass that you get and just, like, all the other stuff that you have access to. Yeah, I mean, you really, that sounds like the tried and tested strategy right there. Do work. Alright, so I want to go right here. And I'm going to have to get back up top there to drop down, but that should work. Oh, hello. That should work out for us. And then all we'll have left to hook up is the wire going into our, excuse me, automated wiring, which should be level 3, which is the... Hold on, let me check something here. I think I hooked up the wrong level to rotors. Yeah, I did. You're currently going into rotors, and you shouldn't be. Oops. Okay. I'll fix that in a second. Let's just finish doing this, and then we'll get that corrected. Good thing I caught that. Not that it... Well, it would have mattered. Yeah, it would have mattered. Because the level that we are sending is producing 600, and we should be sending 900, so that definitely would come back to bite us. Alright. Wait a minute. Actually, hold on. Okay. I know this seems a little bit weird, but... Yeah, no, that's what we want to do. Okay, so I'm actually not going to go there. And instead, I think we're going to go right here in this space. Because then I could drop out all the way down here, turn, or I could go... No, yeah. Drop out, turn, go down here, get to this spot, drop, or, yeah, something like that. And then go over. I may shift that over so that we can run straight in from over here. Okay, I think I see it. I think it would work. Man, this is a bit of it. But man, and what is this monstrosity? This is for all of our phase 3 parts, really. We are like 500 versatile frameworks away. But right now we're trying to make modular engines. And I'm just spending way too much time on the little details, but you know how I be. Yeah, that's honestly why I think it's really cool. Because it really does just completely rework your understanding of things, you know? Alright, so we are going to have to go with the Mega Lift, which is why I need that there. It's a little bit convoluted, but trust me, it'll work. And now we got to go back up. Certified trust me bro moment. Okay, I'm going to have to take a break here in a moment. One more. Alright, so I want to be there. I need something to build on. I need this guy to be in a better spot for me. Like so. And then, and then snap on that. Bada bing. Very cool. Alright, and now have we already mapped out the... Wait, what? A seed calculator? That's crazy. I have not seen that. It's actually nuts. Yeah, it's wild. That is so wild. I feel like that takes part of the fun away, but I guess it's like you don't want to get a bug seed, but I don't know. Sometimes I kind of do. I'm like, give me the most garbage seed ever, and let me see if I can make something happen. Alright, so this guy, I want to move over there. So it would be like this, and then you would go that way instead. That one goes there, and then that guy can go through, hopefully, to the other one. Being able to group all your resources seems great. Okay, that would be sick, though. That would be so crazy. Just having, an entire region of the map dedicated to, iron, you know? That would be stupid. In the best way possible. This... I have to upgrade this. Yep. This has to be upgraded because we're sending 340 wire through. early game would be terrible. That could be cool though, yeah. Where it like you can like search seeds for like specific groupings and stuff. Alright, so we gotta take all this out because I need to make this. Let me get it. Better. I don't need 1 billion stators. I don't need deuterium. I'll take all that stuff. Get rid of these guys. Get rid of those guys. Cool, good enough. All right. Because yeah, the way we were doing it before is no longer the way we are doing it. It's giving a bit of Matrix vibe. The factory, or just okay, let's see. We go like that. We go in. We go down. Go over, everything reconnects. I don't need to upgrade those. I really just care about these belts right here. That up there I will have to fix. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. I'll take it. We're liking that then. It is crazy. It's like a lot bigger than it really needs to be, but kind of by design. You know, we're like spreading stuff out a little bit more on purpose. Beauty. All right, so that is ripping. It's the Rubik's Cube. Oh man, the Rubik's Cube of despair, maybe. Alright, let's get up top. Oh, I should have saved all the quantities and stuff. And I have to redo power. That's annoying. So we go there. I think it's like... What are we making? I don't know. 50... We're going to call that 51. And I think it was level 1 of 5. That one I'm not too positive on. Okay, you're all good. That should all be fine. I just have to go there, go there. Do that to that, do that to that. I don't know if I just broke power to the rest of the factory, but if I did, it doesn't really matter. Everything's working. Throw the switch, and y'all are back. Alright. Alright, let's repeat that like however many times we need to. Okay, so no thank you. That was not very nice. It's very unfortunate that both lines are now just full of iron plate. I think what we'll have to do... Hey, what's up, broy? Welcome, welcome. How we doing this evening? Oh, I gotta take a break. Wait, shit. Okay. I just remember I gotta go help my mom out real quick with something. And then I need power here. Okay, let me do this one, and then we will take a brief break, and then we'll be back and keep plugging away. Okay, so I think that's good. And if I do this, I think they should hopefully clear the lines, and we should get iron moving again. Yeah. Okay. Let me see down here. Things are running. Okay, wonderful. Alright. have to go take this break, and then we will be back. We'll finish getting this up and running, and then we're going to move on to our oil setup. I am doing well. Thank you for asking. Those stairs are like a work of art. I have to say, you outdid yourself. That is so good. I'm so excited to try and incorporate that somehow. Wow, this is getting crazy. All right. Pretty. Alrighty, let's go to the break screen. We'll be back in a few minutes. BRB. All right, all right. Sorry about that. We are back. We should be good for a little while. Okay. Ooh, nice and dark now. Perfect. Just how I like it. So I can't see really what we're doing, but that's cool. Working on some more blueprints. Hell yeah. There, nice. Let's just keep working our way up and this place online. I really, really want to get working on our, what do you call it, setup. You're welcome. Thank you for spending the time and working on that. It's sick. I'm really, really looking forward to using those. Let's go there, and then we're gonna go here into here. Okay, I think we cleared off all the issues with the belt, so I think that part is good. We should just be able to keep going. I lied, we didn't clear off all the issues with the belts, but maybe it'll self-correct. That should be good. I definitely did not do the sign on that one. Hello, what's up, Neff? How we doing tonight? Everybody's coming through. Loving it. Love to see it. Hope you're doing well, my man. Yep, I forgot that sign. That's not a terrible node, or a terrible idea, Dracus. I can't speak, Jesus. I kind of like it. It's like you could narrow down your start. Love that, Neff. I'm doing well, man. Thank you for asking. I really can't complain. I was saying earlier, things are going pretty well. So yeah, no real complaints here. That, we got that. I gotta get the power up there. Databases go up quickly. Talking about my data center-esque building. Am I missing something here? Wait, is there... Did I miss a connection down here? Yep. Oh. Hold on, there we go. Yes, no, maybe so. Oh. Yeah, that makes way more sense. You are probably correct. Yeah, Rowie, I will figure out how to get those from you. We'll figure that out. I'm sure there's a way I can do that. I might have you email me, as kind of archaic as that sounds. I have an email for the channel, and so like you could probably send them to that, maybe. I don't know. That's kind of hilarious. I love it. Alright, so I think we've got our reinforced plates sort of up and running. There we go. Yes, absolutely. I'll try and keep that in the back of my mind though. Wait, I gotta make sure I see wire going. There we go. Because yeah, I would like to have those, have access to those. It would be very cool. Either that or somehow like, no, it's probably easier to just have you send it to me. Yeah, yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I will stay on top of that. Okay, so that's all working. We've got green lights. Feels good. Ooh, don't fall onto things and take damage. And now over here. Nope, something's wrong. When did email become archaic? Not already. I mean, you know what I mean. I feel like in the modern sense, it's a little bit outdated, but it does what it needs to do. It does what it needs to do. Alright, so these guys are going to work their way across. We should get split going into modular frames, which will then get versatile frameworks working in. That's why they weren't working. That's why they weren't working. Okay, so now those will be working. Oh, we did it! When did I miss it? We got 125,000 of the versatile frameworks. We did it. Incredible. Go team. Alright. 1 down. 3 more to go. Celebration. I won't do the victory screech. Don't worry. Don't worry. Even though it's very fitting. Hooray! I could move iron up actually now, which would be kind of funny, but I don't want to rebuild all that, so we're not going to do that. But I could. It wouldn't be a dumb idea. It would line up well. All right. So let me real quick just go over everything that I just did for my own sake and make sure that we are good. So we've scaled up steel. Check. It's kind of working. Kind of. Good enough for now. We scaled up wire. Check. Same thing. It's kind of working. Good enough. We added in our motor production. So that's all humming along nicely. We've got to still build automated wiring, but I'm saving that until we actually have high-speed connectors done, which we don't. So I'm not worried about that. I have to switch this around. We're going to do that right now. And then it's going to be rubber time. Okay. Let's do it. So I am a bunch of wire. I am going to be down here. Okay, so this is fine. That line right there. What needs to change, unfortunately, is this one. So we're just going to pull you back. Like so. Pull that one back like so. Would be nice to change color for the modular blocks to show you've done something. Unless that is a thing already. Can I do that? I don't know. I don't think you can, unfortunately. I think I could, the only thing I could do is like put a title on it that shows that it's done, but that would probably get very clunky. But yeah, I know what you mean, right? Like make that green or something. That would be cool. That would be cool. Because yeah, sometimes when you're looking at something like this, it gets a little bit overwhelming to be like, what did I do already? Yeah, oh well. The other thing we're going to have to figure out is the awesome sync situation, and we want to get all of those running nicely as well. Okay. So I think all we're going to do is, instead of pulling from this level, right, we'll just leave these guys alone. Those two lines can be there, and we'll just pull from the level above. So what did I do here? It doesn't really matter what I did there. It doesn't matter what you think. What I need to do is have a line, basically a 480 and then a line of 120. It does matter which one is which though. So let's take a look at how I set this up. Okay, so we drop back down. That is smart too. Plenty of good ideas. I don't know if I'll be implementing them at this point, but there's plenty of good ideas. I feel like if I start changing up what I'm doing, I'm just gonna get real lost real fast. Okay, so that outside line is the one that we want to be at 120-ish. Or no, it has to be actually at 120, because we're taking 120 off on the first level. Okay. And then that guy's going to kind of shimmy over to here, so we could do 1 and 2. Okay. Nothing like a little correction to get things going. I think the versatile framework line is set up with an overflow. I think. Okay, so you... Yeah. Sorry, I don't know why I'm getting myself flipped around here. Okay, so we need 600 from this level. Okay, here's 600. Yes. Okay. So we'll get that in place, and then we can kind of use these to build our beltway. And I guess let's just go to the end, and then we can always take back what we don't need. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We split in here. You become a priority merger. You become a smart splitter. Say over here, overflow, any undefined, and I want the left output to be the priority. Only take from there if you have the room for it. And let's just do that. And then we can turn this one out and over. Cool. And then we can go down into each line here. So let's take that. Let's take that. Let's go here. We'll kind of have them feed from both sides, I guess, because there's no real need to have them doing anything else. So we said this one is going to be the 120 line. And then this one is going to be the 480. Does it reach? Oh, it does. Let's go. Alright, so that should solve our problems. All is well. Cool. And then this level will instead get rerouted into the automated wiring, like we were saying. So that's all good. I am going to just say wire 900 per minute into auto wiring. That way we just have our mental note and we can remember what's what. Cool. Okay, so now we're good across the board here. Things are going to start working again. So we are able to kind of leave that alone. At what point do you usually tear down your starter build and rebuild your main base? It depends. Like on this playthrough, I tore it down kind of early. and redid it. But usually I let it rip as long as possible. And then I just try and, you know, upgrade it as necessary. Sometimes I barely ever upgrade it, to be honest with you. But it's usually a while before I start that up. Okay. Oh, this is still full of stuff. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think I really have, like, a tried and tested, like, you know, oh, it's this time of the game, like, I'm gonna do it now, you know. We're just gonna empty all this. Yeah, Don, you read my freaking mind, bro. You read my mind. We're just gonna let this... This has been sitting here probably for 100 hours now. This is from when I first built this factory. We do not need all this hanging around. That was fun. Feed the beast. I know, we gotta get this golden nut somehow, right? I'm freaking saying, bro. 59, that's it? Really? I feel like it should be a lot. We're sinking so many space elevator parts, aren't we? Aren't we? Are we not? Oh, I guess not. I guess we're not, actually. Never mind. Alright, so that'll empty out. We'll give it some time. It'll take a long time, but that's fine. Okay. So the reason why I was running back over here is this lovely little doodad right there. We got some nice pure oil. Okay, music is still playing. I couldn't speak for a second. That doesn't work. Try that one. I can live with all that. Maybe that guy we take out. Yeah, it's fine. It can handle that, right? Okay, so we're gonna go full 600 right over here. And oil, I think we are gonna be building over here. We're gonna take advantage of the free head lift that we can get, just by dropping off the cliff and kind of take that and run with it. Get rid of that. I see all these ladders. I'm gonna have to get rid of these guys. And that power pole, we'll figure. Good to see that's still in the game. Nice. Okay, that was fun. Little free altitude boost. All right, there should be another oil node. Was that the one I'm planning on using? Was that the impure node? Oh, shoot. Totally is the impure node. See, I don't think there's anything out here. Right? I think that was the closest one. It's not really that far. I mean, the factory reaches over there already. So maybe, hear me out, call me crazy. What if instead, and it kind of lines up, wait a minute. What if instead we did the refineries in here? Because that might be kind of cool. Liquid trucks. Someone say 1.2 has liquid trucks? They did say that. They did say that. But how am I going to get fuel out here? I would have to get... I mean, I could make fuel from this one. mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It would be cool. And I could make some fuel with the oil over here. And sloop it. Because the oil, I think, is up where the sulfur node is, you know, over here normally. There's a sulfur node right there. So it's kind of high up. So we could drop down. We just have to keep the Mantis flight path clear, which I think we could easily do. This could get pulled back. Oh, smart plating coming in. Yeah, this could easily be pulled back now because we're kind of good. Smart plating's just going into the sink. Those are also just going into the sink right now. Let's do it. Let's start to clean up the bottom side of the base here a little bit. Okay, so I think that's our old... Oh no, that's smart plating. Okay. Automated wiring, yeah, was down here. That one we definitely took out. That's a good use, because nitrogen is always in a funky spot. Nitrogen, you usually gotta run pretty far. You're not backseating at all, man. You're chilling. Don't sweat. Don't sweat. I like when people, you know, recommend things that I don't normally do, because then it makes me like play the game differently. You know what I mean? It's very easy to settle into certain ways of doing things, you know, and not really changing them. So I'm all for it, bro. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. That is a problem though, because you need to go there. We'll get all of our power going in again. Yeah, I mean, I think we have plenty of space. It would work out pretty well. So, if I were refineries, and I wanted to be kind of below this level, I guess. Your guys' definition of backseating and mine are so different. It's so funny. Like, I wouldn't consider that backseating at all. But maybe I just have a definition of backseating. Because, like, to me, backseating is be like, oh, go over here and, like, get these resources because they're really good. You know, like, if I didn't do something, or, like, you know, and then, like, you didn't give it up until I finally went and did it. Like, that's backseating. But just being like, oh, try doing this way. You know, like, that's not backseating. I don't know. But that's just me, personally, right? Yeah, we, well, so here, I'll show you, Dracus. I already have these guys. To where it literally fits into the design. The only thing we would really have to worry about is all of the belts that I'm running. Oh, I'm out of fuel. Oh, I'm in danger. But even then, I think that would all look pretty sick and would, like, crisscross through pretty nicely. Thank you, man. Thank you. Okay, quickly, let's kind of establish what we're doing here. So we are taking the entire Pure node. I did rework this ever so slightly. Yeah, and you're a good dude for just trying to be respectful and stuff. I have not yet, Dracus. I have to make that video. I'm currently not at my normal... I'm not at home, basically. I'm down several states away helping my mom recover from a surgery, so I don't have nearly as much time as I normally do and haven't had the chance to record videos or anything like that. because of that reason. So, but they're coming. They're coming. But yeah, Don, you're chilling, man. No sweat. I appreciate you having that in the back of your mind, though. So you're good people. You're good. You're good, chilling. So over here, we're gonna have a little bit of a slimmed down plastic. Um, Thank you, Dracus. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. She's doing well. She's doing a lot better than a few weeks ago. You know, the trajectory is an upward one, so we're happy. We're happy. Um, but yeah, we're gonna keep things a little simpler here. If we only make 5 refineries of plastic, we can keep that all for the impure node, and then if we make 20 of rubber, we can turn all of that from the pure node. So it's nice and simple. We don't have to mix lines or anything like that. We can condense these down into one row of our diluted packaged fuel blueprint, and then we can make a whole bunch of power. That's 11,2500 megawatts. It's a weird way to say that, but 11,250 megawatts, basically. So pretty good. That's the game plan. So what I think we just want to figure out is really where we want to start things and kind of go from there. This is not a bad spot, if I'm being honest with you, because we do need to line up ideally with something like this, with our row here, because then the ladders and stuff line up together, which is nice. So if we were gonna do that, space elevator stuff up above would likely change, and I think that's fine. These outputs are not going to be here. They're going to be relocated, absolutely. So let's kind of just start figuring stuff out, and then we can kind of go from there. So, okay, that's the correct one. Let me take out this pillar. And let's see how we do. So, we're gonna go like that. One up. Okay, so pillar lines up. Is there stuff? There's stuff here, but that's kind of cool, in my opinion. I'm kind of cool with that. We line up above. We do. We've got our tanks and everything. Let's try it out. So I don't think these belts running up through here are really going to be a problem. And then that would be our, I guess, rubber line, which again is only making 400 per minute. So that's, we got that covered. Cool. Okay. And then I think we'll do plastic right here. And then we'll just kind of run that line over somehow. Either we'll have just like a little shuttle of a fuel truck or something, or I'll just do a pipeline, because it is only 150 oil. But you don't have to go that far. But it would be fun. I mean, it would be fun to use the fuel trucks. I haven't used them yet. It's probably going to come down to how long it takes to do everything else and how much time I feel like dedicating to this area. But at the end of the day, it is just a game, right? We're doing this for fun. Okay, so let's get rid of you. That's kind of a not good spot. And let's get rid of you. And the ladder. I think I did too many. One too many. Yep. And we go again. So we go here, go up. good, feeling good. For the kittens and the puppies. He gets it. He freaking gets it. Pioneer of the week right here. Alright. Very good, very great. So, that's our input, that's our rubber, that's our plastic. Let's start dropping in refineries. So I need to be able to fit 20 refineries, which is pretty good. I mean, if you need convincing. Nah, I do this for free, I'll be real. Alright, looks good, looks good. Did I upgrade these? I forget if I ever actually did that or not. Sure didn't. Alright, I know what we're going to do. Hold on. Stand by. It's actually really funny. How long have those been, like, just messed up? Oh, they don't fit. Okay. Stuff is messy a little bit. So we need to upgrade this guy. Solid. All right. And then there was the... Oh, that one. A single version of those. Alright, and that's all we need right now, so I'm just gonna do that. Okay. So... Oh, I upgraded the wrong one. What am I doing? Because I only need, do I have that as a blueprint? I wonder. I know I have the one... Have these. Is that a fluid in? It is. Okay, so I do want that one upgraded. Whoops. Should have just done it. So we actually want to use our 1 in, 2 out. We'll just say fluid in. Oh, and these are upgraded. I thought I upgraded some of them. Okay, that tracks. That makes a lot more sense. And then let's just load in the single version, and I'm just going to say fluid in. That way it's a little bit easier to tell. Even though there wouldn't be a refinery recipe that only has an item input in. That just isn't a thing. So, I guess I don't really have to worry about it, but it's fine. We're here. It's done. So. Like so. Like so. In, up, auto connects. Looks good, looks great. And that's marked too. Alright, so the only thing I'm a little bit concerned about is we might kind of be in like Manta territory here. Hopefully not, but it's possible. There's a chance. This ladder, unfortunately, is going to have to go. Okay. And I might just close that off so that I don't drop down all the way, thinking that I've got a ladder. And let's see if we can get 10 of these. So this is 2, 3. It's going to be close. 4. Halfway. 8. I think we're gonna get 9. We might have to push this back a little bit. Yeah. Either that or overclock. We could just overclock. Where's YOLO when you need him, right? I'm pretty sure it was always YOLO Swag who's telling me to just overclock stuff in this situation. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah. Okay, so if we wanted to line up with the stuff on top, we would have to push it back. Or no, sorry, we wouldn't have to. Yeah, this is the next ladder site, and that's just way too high. We would be in the cliff. Kind of is what it is. I think we're just gonna overclock. We have the power. We have the technology, right, Neff? We have the technology. And that's all we would really have to do. It's just 2 power shards on 2 of them. I deem it acceptable. I deem that acceptable. Cool. So that's that. And then plastic. You're gonna go up and in. Looking fresh, looking good. And this one is nice and simple. We only have to do... Oh, we got a car alarm singing its song. Hopefully that stops soon. We'll see. Alright, cool. So... I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I think that is going to work out pretty well for us. Now, over here, I have been adding in extra signage. Let's do one there, and let's do one over here. So that'll be for heavy oil residue, and then these will be for the actual items that we're making. So we're going to say plastic. We're going to say 100 a minute. NGU idle, run far and fast. Fair enough. Noted. I've never even heard of it, if that helps. No sweat. And then we're going to make 50 heavy oil residue. There we go. Oops. Copy that. And over here, this one is going to be making 400. Level 1 of 1. And here we're going to be making rubber, and the same thing. 400. Cool. Alright, let's get power. That one should be pretty easy. But now I'm curious. A number go up game that takes over 2 years to beat on a single playthrough. That is an insane amount of time to dedicate to a single playthrough. Wow. So I can get power down here without clipping through a belt, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then if I go here, power through there, and then we can start running stuff down. Although I guess you could probably spend that long. Well, you could. You don't have to spend that long on the Satisfactory to beat the game, I guess, which is maybe the key difference there. Those idle games, I always wonder, like, what's going on my computer when that shit's running sometimes. I'm like, it feels not good sometimes. Alright, so we're gonna run this down, mainly so I can connect up wires and stuff, but also this is like the bottom level of the factory. We're definitely not going lower with this, with any machines. Everything will be up and above. I mean, I'm used to seeing, well, I guess not that high of a number. I was gonna say, that kind of, what is that? Is that in every single one of these? Because that, if so, that's crazy. How did that get in there? That's so funny. I was gonna say though, I'm used to seeing some numbers like that. Not that big in Balatro, but when I played Balatro, we would get number go bigger. Quite a bit. I mean, I never played on the channel, but that was just like one game I like to play on my free time. Oh, hello? Yeah, this whole process is rough. There's got to be a better way for me to run power for these guys. A little present from me to me, isn't it? Isn't it nice? Don't you love it when you do that? Like, thanks, past me. No problem. No problem, bud. Gotcha. Yeah, me too. You haven't played Factorio? Oh my gosh. You have got to play Factorio, man. If you like Satisfactory, the expanding in Factorio is probably one of the most enjoyable, like, things in a game. Like, once you get robots and stuff, oh my gosh. It's so much fun. Like, just the absolute... Like, honestly, it is, like, the king of factory games, in my opinion. It's the granddaddy of factory games. It's so good. Alright, let's throw this thing on. And... oh yeah, I don't have any recipes in these guys, so I have to actually set you, otherwise that will take all my stuff. Yeah. Understandable. The pioneer, ooh, true, of all factory games. Yeah, that's like a crazy mod, like a hard mode mod. I think it makes doing anything a lot more complicated. But I don't know. That's one of the most satisfying things, is like when you go from biters ruining your base to like having an impenetrable fortress with flamethrowers. Feels good. It feels good. There's no other way to say it. Like, and then even if they get in, like the robots are just rebuilding your base for you. Like, pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Alright, so that's going. Let's set up our plastic. And actually I lied, because we might do power generation underneath these guys. That's probably what we're going to do, actually. If I have the room for it, at least. I hope I do. Excuse me, I did not mean to burp. That one snuck up on me. I think we could fit it in. We might be able to. We'll try. We'll try. Okay. So. For our first oil line, I have a feeling these are just going to be brought in a pipeline. Ooh, where did you go? Oh. Mainly to save on time. These guys going. Okay, so I'm going to start actually peeling this back a little bit. See how we doing. Oh, we're getting there. That's pretty good. Wait, I want that though. Okay, deal. Did I need to overclock a plastic refinery too? No, I don't think so. No, I just need 5 there. Yeah, because I just couldn't fit the last blueprint on there, so I just accounted for that by just upgrading, overclocking the 2, because we only built 18, I needed 20. There, I only need 5. Yeah, cool. Let's see, let me do that, and then if I just start picking these up, I could probably make this faster. Yeah. Alright, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. I don't need none of it. I don't need it, I tell ya. Those maybe. We do use a fair bit of iron rod, so. I do. Yeah, Dracus. There's a link in the description. Feel free to join up. I always post in there when I go live and stuff like that. So it's a great way to stay in the loop whenever we're going to have some streams. So yeah, check it out. Thank you for reminding me to plug it. I appreciate it. I always forget to do that kind of thing. Let's see. If I just do that, I can just delete this part out. Cool. Alright, so that is our way in for this guy. And we might need a pump. We might not. I might throw it in just to be safe, even though it's definitely overkill. But we're not really that much lower, or any lower, actually, than this one. So should kind of keep that in mind. Let's go here and just send it down the way. Actually, okay, hold on. Because we tried this at the other factory, and I feel like 2 hours. Okay. I feel like it kind of made a difference, but I could be completely wrong. So we're gonna go up as high as we can. And then we'll just go down by 1. Just introduce a very slight slant. That, and hopefully it just forces the oil to keep going this way naturally instead of kind of like wanting to slosh around a little bit. Okay, and then we want to go in there. Just had to actually remember where I needed to be. Oh, that doesn't work. Definitely not that. Let's go here. And straight mode. I have no idea if that will work. It might. It might not. I do want to throw a valve in that, and then we can get rid of this. We don't need that. One second again. Excuse me. Sorry. Clear pipes when I want to see. Dude, I know. Show me what you got inside the pipe. I want to see. Alright, so in terms of head lift, we can go... I kind of count from like the middle of the pipe, so... Or from there, I guess. So we can kind of get to like there. That's 10 meters. That seems like it's more than high enough. We're moving 600, no problem, which is great. Alright, so that's gonna start up. What I'm gonna do is throw the switch to this whole bank, yeah, and just start getting oil down the lines. We'll get everything running, and kind of see where we're at. If this can fill up, then we have enough head lift. If it can't fill up, then we don't. But I think it might have enough. As long as this can get full, it'll provide more than enough head lift to keep this whole down section pressurized. So it's really just kind of letting that get caught up. But yeah, it's going to be netting out basically, which is good. It's going to take a while. So while that's going, let's think. Let me see. Where was that crude oil node again in comparison to me? Is it just straight out? It's like right there, right? Yeah. I think we're just going to take this straight out to the other side and just kind of grab the node. Go ahead and bring it down. We want fuel trucks. I really want them. Pipes the bane of my existence. Yeah. They're a little tough. I'm definitely learning things, you know, and getting better with them, but they can be frustrating, to say the least, I guess. Okay, so this is kind of the end. I should say sloshing is the main. Yeah. Oh, hey, thanks for showing up. Nice. Oh, he went all the way. Okay, he goes all the way down. Kind of gets close, but not too close. I love that. That's so sick. Okay, this is gonna be awesome. Holy shit. It's getting crazy, folks. Getting crazier and crazier. Okay, so we have a little bit of space. Building power down here might get a little dicey, but we could probably work it out somehow, sort of, kind of, some sort of way. We only have to build 15 modules, but the blueprints themselves are kind of big. Yeah, so there's no way. It would be at least 2 rows, which we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. How did I miss that? That's crazy. Okay, so this is the 1 in, 2 out blueprint. Fix. Mark 1. Pipes. Pipes. In 1 in, 2 out. BP. Cool. So yeah, I think oil just going in over here is going to be our best bet. It's like up there. I'm trying to think if I want to do... Alright, let's see. Let's think. So this is likely to be the end of the factory out here. Pretty likely. So I think it's kind of safe to put something like this in. But the base didn't account for his route and he ended up flying right through the base. Dude, I did that so many times. I did that with this build so many freaking times. It's ridiculous. I feel you. Oh, you gotta go though. All good, bro. It was great having you. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you had a nice time. It's great having you and chatting. And yeah, have a good night, bro. All good, Roey. I mean, we are rounding out. What time is this? 5:15. I'm only going until about like 6 or so. So we're hitting the end stages of it. But all good, folks. I understand. I completely understand. Let's go. Got one. Nice. Love to hear that, man. Love to hear it. Yeah, man. Well, hey, you have a great night. And yeah, we'll see you real soon. And Roey, same to you. If you head out and I don't catch you, thank you as always for hanging. Let's see. I gotta go kind of far, though. This oil's like all the way up here. Here? I think it's actually up here. I wonder if we took our belt highway corner doodad. I don't know if that works. I mean, maybe the headlift is just too great to be trucking. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. It's just like, it literally has to come out and down and then just run over there, you know? So it's like, trucks would be fun. Don't get me wrong. It would be very, very fun. I just don't know if it's like the most practical solution right now. I think those are going to be better for our long, like next phase. You know what I mean? Like we're going to be using those to bring in a bunch of oil to wherever we build this mega base. And I think those are going to be way more useful than trains have been so far. So that's kind of where I'm hoping to use them at least. Alright, let me get up here. So the thing that I need to figure out is how am I going to get power and just like general infrastructure up this cliffside. And I think for now we're just going to literally build a wall and just kind of make it work, you know? Like it's not really going to be anything super fancy. And then I'll kind of come back later. Stretch it out. If you do trucks, will you do blueprint roads? Yeah, definitely. I don't really have a way of doing them though. I'm gonna be completely honest, right? Since I think 1.0, I don't think I've used trucks because they were so unreliable, in my opinion, that I just got frustrated and stopped using them. But I did really like making roads. Those were fun. So what I think I would like to do if possible, is make a like road as the baseline, you know? Like we can have roads going kind of all over the place. And then make it so that if we want to build an elevated train line, either on or next to the road, we could do that. That's kind of like my vision, is to have them like close together. So you can see everything kind of working in tandem. I just think it would be cool, you know? Alright, we're just gonna keep going up this way. Pipe coming down the wall could be cool. Yeah, I think if we have it kind of in this, like, sort of a thing, then it might kind of work out. Hell yeah. How high up are we? Oh, we're actually not that high up, which is nice. Okay. I think I gotta go one more, though. Oh, I thought I got it. Let's try that again. Nice. Alright, so... oil node. There it is. Wild spot for an oil node, I'll tell you. Oh, it's hi, how are you? How high am I? Two different questions being asked me. I think we gotta go one more. Okay, so I think we just go from here with the belt highway kind of thing. Let's see. Or I just build a foundation kind of deal for now, and then we figure out how to do this nicely later, which I think is kind of more my speed right now. Of course. Get out of here, get out of here. Oh, we got friends. Time to make some friends. Hello, friend. Friend. I don't love this. Do I have filters? We're gonna find out together. Sure do. Later, stinkers. Alright. So if I was an oil node... do something like that. And yeah, we're just gonna get this established and come back. It's the classic, I'll fix it later. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Stay tuned to find out, you know? I've definitely changed, like, as I play this game more. I went from being like I have to build everything very nicely all the time to like, well, this doesn't really matter that much, you know? Like, I've very much shifted as the builds get bigger. It gets a lot harder to care about every little detail like that. So that needs to come out, that needs to come out, and then we can kind of clean this up a little bit. Alright, so here, I think I want to be on this side, preferably. Yeah, and then we're going to drop a little bit. Run it over. And then... forget, do pipe floor holes work the same way as belt ones, where like you can connect them up very far, or is that not really a thing? Because I kind of forget if that's a thing, but I don't think it's a thing. I feel like I've tried that in the past and been disappointed, but we should be able to do like 2 of them, right? It's happening again. Let's see, can I just do this? No. Okay, that worked though. There we go. So we'll do that, and then... How low do I have to go? How low can you go? Pretty low. So we'll say that one is the placeholder, that's the destination, or sorry, not the placeholder, just the cover. Take that there, and then we're down. Okay. Here, I think we'll try and do the same, put a little bit of a slant on it. Is it necessary? Probably not. We have a bunch of head lift, but I feel like it helps. Please no floor hole bugs. I know. I'm just like, ah, don't do it to me. Please let me have this one game. I've been so nice. We could input over there, but we'll go through the tank and keep things relatively clean. We're almost here, so. Alright, so here, we have a couple options. So this is probably going to drop straight down. So I think I want to have this one like out here, kind of like a bit of ways away from it. So maybe out in this lane. And then we're gonna have the line elevated like that. We should be able to go straight in like that, and then I can throw a valve like that. Alright, so they brilliantly just realized that I never brought power over there, so we're gonna have to figure that out. Let's fire this row up. There we go. Alright, so we got a little bit in here. It is probably gonna drain, but these are gonna stall relatively quickly, so I'm not too worried about that. They'll fill up on heavy oil residue, and we should be good to go. Okay, let's go back over here. The closest power we're gonna have is, I guess we can grab from up top. Oh, can I get through? Okay. Yeah, I think we just go down over here. And we run on like this lane. I should have an outlet over here somewhere. Alright, Rowie. Respect. Have a good night. Good seeing you. Catch you in the next one, hopefully. And thank you again for those stairs. I'm gonna keep saying it. Appreciate it. We'll figure out the email thing soon. We'll figure that out. I won't forget. Alright, so we're gonna add an outlet in there, and then we can start going down. Get this going the rest of the way. We're starting to flush out the different levels here, which is kind of cool. Okay, and this should, yeah, make it basically to the ends. And then you can judge me if you want, because it is kind of a quick and dirty solve here, but we're gonna go here. And I think I'm just gonna take this up and over. I do need a ladder to get myself up here, because at the moment I don't have any way up. Delete that out and take power up with me. I'll just go level by level, honestly, because I don't think it would make it all the way up. Nice. Okay. So with this, we'll have oil and rubber working, or oil and rubber, plastic and rubber working. And then we'll just have to figure out our fuel setup, which shouldn't be really too complicated. Famous last words, though. So here, I should just be able to grab you. I think what we'll end up doing is replacing this with the belt highway stuff. But at the moment, I'm just not quite sure how the edge of the building will look. So I don't know where I want to kind of tuck that in. Hello, Manta. All right. So you're running. Let's overclock that all the way. And we should be good. I do kind of want to get a look from up here with this factory. Yeah, that's absurd. Truly a sprawling mess. So that big tower is going to come down quite a bit, but not that much, actually. Pretty cool, pretty great. Alright, so we should be flowing. We are. So go ahead and jump all the way down. No, are you kidding me? I could have sworn I made so sure to not get the fucking power shard. Okay. Brutal. Oh well. Miss one. At least we caught that. I really am, man. I really, really am. The game just said, you just, you know. At least they're small. Like, you know, they could be worse. Oh man, this chair sucks so much. Okay. Alright. We can... Let's see, are we getting oil in here? He's trying. He's trying his best. Just fire those up. No, we can't. Definitely missing. Got it, though. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. At least it was caught before it became a confusing headache. All right. So obviously it was backed up, but we are moving oil now. Alright, I think we're doing pretty good. And that should start making us some heavy oil residue. Okay, so we've got oil basically established. Rubber and plastic, we can go ahead and cross those off the list. First thing we need to figure out is the diluted packaged fuel and kind of figure out the setup we want to do for that. So we need 15 blueprints. We kind of already established that. What we'll probably end up doing is like a row of 8 and then 7 or something like that, just to kind of get things to fit. Let's see. Okay, we are in the ground a little bit. That's not great. I mean, it's not awesome, but like I've seen worse. I've definitely done worse. And I could live with that for sure. Okay, that one I can't. Like, yeah. Damn. Manta. So, in that case, alright. In that case, I think we're gonna have to kind of go out over here and run them down that way. Nothing a wall can't fix or hide. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That one, at least. This one feels a little rougher to work around there. But again, not impossible, because, alright, humor me. Yeah, I can still get the line out. I can still get the line in. I don't know. Is this like a no-go for a lot of people? I feel like it's a no-go for a lot of people. They are both right there. If it's covered up and you don't see it, is it really there? It's just, I'm just asking a genuine question, you know? We have water down below, which we can grab. Because the other option is we just go over here, which is also, I think, completely acceptable. Again, nothing this low will be built here. Maybe the bad one can be your 7 row and start later towards the wall. It could. Then it just wouldn't line up with the stuff above, that's all. Which is like, I'm being very nitpicky right now. I completely recognize that. But what if? What if? Yo, Kai! Hell yeah, dude. The med student from India, right? I do remember. How you doing, man? Long time no see. It has been a long time. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Welcome back. I do remember. I do. Okay, let's think here. So, versatile frames. Smart plating, right? That's all getting ripped out and rebuilt. We established that footprint, or not versatile frames, but smart plating is getting ripped out, and I think automated wiring is going to go in there. Oh dang, my streams have been very infrequent, I will say. So hopefully it wasn't YouTube doing some weird stuff, but yeah, I have been, like, my schedule's been all over the place. But I'm glad you're back, bro. I'm doing good. I appreciate you asking. I'm not sure if you know, I'm down in another state taking care of my mom right now. She had a pretty major surgery, so I'm just kind of helping her recover from that. And yeah, just been here for about a month now. So thankfully things seem to be going well. She's doing well, so we're on the up and up. Things are going good. I hope the same for you. I'm sure you've been busy with school and everything. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, she's doing well. She's doing pretty well. All right, so I think what we're just gonna do. Yeah. Okay. So this one is just a placeholder. We're actually gonna build on this level. Whoops. Oh, I'm on the ground. I don't know why. That just made me think of, like, when you're in a swimming pool or something, or in the water, and, like, your feet, like, you can't touch the ground, so you're, like, trying to tread water, and then the feet actually touch the ground, and you were only, like, an inch above the water, or above the ground. You know what I mean? I butchered that, but hopefully we got there. Got your longest vacation of the year? A week? Bro. Experimenting late night? Hell yeah, though. Take advantage of it. I hope you get some good chill time. That is crazy, though. That's such a lot. That's a big workload, bro. Alright, so we're gonna take this one and get it in line here. And then that, we might be able to just terminate into these pillars. So, at least my thought process here is all we have to do is get the... It's really just one heavy oil residue line that we're going to split twice. So that's really easy. And then the 2 water lines, we'd have to split anyway. Yeah, so this kind of works out inadvertently. Because we need 900 water per minute. So we can do that with 450, you know, 2 lines of 450. And we can grab that from right down there without much struggle. Hello, Bean. What's up, bro? Cool. So let's grab this. Let's grab this. And see if we can fit in everything that we need to fit in. So it would help if I have it facing the right way. I should see the packages, right? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. Cool. How are we doing on time, by the way? Oh, we're getting there. All right. If we can get this going I'd feel pretty good. So I need to build 8 or 7 of these in a row. It doesn't really matter which one goes where. Okay, that's 3. What am I out of? Steel beams? Boy, have I got news for you, my man. Good news is we can find a bunch of those nice and easy. See, I kept them for a reason. I actually thought about that. Oh, I'm out of packaged fuel. Okay, so these should be empty. They are. Look at that. Feels so nice down here now. That doesn't feel so nice. Can I fix that? Maybe. Let's see. The beast grumbles for not having received the beams. Feed me the beams, please. Oh no, it is a single? Ayo. Ayo. Fixed. Yoink. Thank you. I think that'll be enough. Maybe. Hopefully. I'll be honest, I didn't count, but I think it's around like 4,000, I'm pretty sure I saw. Could be wrong. Alright, and then we can do power going down that side. Oh, so do I want to... Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's getting a little out of hand. I will be completely honest with you. But I'm having a lot of fun building it, so I'm glad it's being received well. I think this one we actually have to shift down a little bit. And I'll explain why. Because we need to be able to fit the generators in on the side here. Okay, so we got 1, 2. I only built 3 of these. Yikes. I don't even know if this is gonna fit. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Hell yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Glad that to hear I stand out a little bit. That's nice. 6. Oh, I think we got this. That's 7. Yeah. Golden. No problem whatsoever. Hopefully the Manta doesn't come up this high this early. I think he's gonna grace us with his presence. Would you look at that? Yeah, dude. I don't think you could cut it any closer than that. That's... Wow. And if this one is 7, the one next to it, streamer loot for real streamer luck. I'll take that all freaking day, bro. Incredible. Incredible. I was fully expecting him to clip that. He looked like he was going to hit that completely. Alright, so... Let's see. We gotta clear out even more space, which is insane. Oh, I'm out of fuel again. How am I? I'm gonna die. Because I'm using the packaged fuel. That's why I'm running out of fuel. Right. Gotta remember that. Gotta remember that. And I also have no filters. Noted. Not great. Noted. Noted. Okay, so what we need to figure out is our fuel generator, like, layout, so to speak. So I'm pretty sure in the last one we were able to keep the spacing. I think the only reason I couldn't keep the spacing with the bottom support stuff was because of the water extractors that we were trying to incorporate into the build, but here that really shouldn't be an issue. So what I'm wondering is if I do this, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just make sure that's actually good. That's good. Okay, so that maintains our spacing. We've got our fuel line right here. It's going to run out on its own because it has a whole bunch of storage in each design. That's right. Okay. And then here, I've got 2 generators. Let's go off auto connect mode, please. Okay, and these don't really fit like super well on the blueprint, but oh yeah, they're not nudging at all. Okay, that's fine. But they'll fit in there, and I don't think they will interact at all with the stuff going on above them. Okay, so I can do that. Nope, you know what I need to do? Okay, so I need to put the ceiling on these guys so that I can make sure the generators don't clip anything that they're not supposed to. Oh, it's so weird what point you can aim at to get it to connect. Sometimes it just does not want to do it. And then, let's see, if I go out here a couple, should be good. What I should be able to do is drop in these generators and have them kind of just work. They shouldn't really clip with anything. It might be a little harder to get these to snap to where I want them to, now that I put all this different stuff down. But we'll get it, we'll get it. Alright, so I want you like that. Alright, so these really can begin all the way over here. I know my fuel's about to run out. If we did something like that, how would we look? Not great. Okay, so they're never going to sync up with the top because these are 5 long and the top is 4. But as long as they don't clip anything, I guess I'm gonna have to kind of just deal with that and be okay with it. So let's put it over here. And I think that'll be pretty good. So we'll be on one side and one side. I don't think that'll repeat. But I think we can just run with it. So these are overclocked fully. And we can kind of go in here and just see. So we're producing 60 fuel per. These make use 50 fuel because I have them fully overclocked. So if we have 8 times 60 is 480. And then we say 480 divided by 50 gives us 9.6. So 10 generators in total. And we just kind of start working our way down. So that's 6. Oh. 8 and 10. Let's get rid of this tree. Okay, so once we start getting to the Manta point, we obviously won't be having supports dropping down to the ground. We'll just keep that all open to the air. These I can fill in as I go. Let's start dropping our bottom supports. I have way too much steel on me anyway, so I need to start using some of this up. And there is a SAM node down here. I don't know what we're ever going to use that for, but we have it. Hey, buddy. Where we all at? I don't see you. Oh, there you are. Cool, good talk. That one, not going to work. So let's probably call it good at that point. Yeah, and then I think we really just have to leave maybe like the last 2 open for the Manta. I think that works. So we'll go the ceiling piece. Yeah, and we can kind of connect from side to side. Is there a geyser over here? Oh, there is. Nice. Give me. All right, that's pretty good. Manta wants to come back at any point. That would be great. I do just want to make sure that we're not going to have any issues there. And then here we'll just do like that. And again, I think we're going to go across. Oh, hi, buddy. Fantastic. Thank you for stopping by right on request. That was great. Alright, so we should be able to get the rest going through there. I think just for symmetry, let's just pull this one back. Nice, and then we can do our supports all the way down to the ground on here. All right, let's figure out water and hopefully get these generators turned on. And we'll be in pretty good shape for making some modular engines. All right, so heavy oil is like here and here. 1 second. Sorry about that, spam call. All good. So, let's figure out this part. Actually, no, let's figure out heavy oil and how we want to get that inside this part of the factory. So, water can be whichever one of these we want. I think this one will be heavy oil and that one can be water because it can drop down a lot easier. I did that by hand. That's crazy, actually. I don't know why I would do that. I have to clear this out. Okay, yeah, I kind of need that space to run our pipes. Okay. So yeah, I think we're just gonna group up both of them in the middle here. I think these packages are my favorite blueprint of yours. Oh, hell yeah. I am pretty happy with them. They work pretty well. They look all right. So I could agree with that statement. I think that's a fair statement. All right, so we're gonna have heavy oil come right down here. I forget, are those available yet, or have I completely dropped the ball and not uploaded anything in like fucking weeks? Because I feel like it's the second one and I haven't uploaded anything in a really long time. So I should probably get on that, huh? I know I keep saying that I'm gonna update the Google Drive, and then I keep freaking forgetting to do it. But I mean, there's a lot on my plate, so it's kind of understandable at the moment. But nonetheless, I do want to get that done. If I remember tonight and I have some time, I will like try and get the Google Drive functional again, because that would be good. Alright, so if I'm heavy oil, I'm in there. I gotta get down to here, and I'm over here, and I gotta get down to there. What if I back this up a little bit? Kind of to where this one is. And then here. Yeah, that's not the right height. Let's see, if I just do this. No, I don't like that. That. I can go there, and then this guy. Let's see, there is a way we can make this work. So we go straight mode. Yep. And then that back. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Even get rid of that. Valve on here. Let's throw a valve on here. And let's start just going right over and down. Down we go, and in. Okay. Let's just put that there to kind of cap that off, except it's not in the right spot. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. And here. We want to add another T-junction. This time kind of in the middle, which is fine. Alright, so I don't think we'll do the slant on this one because we have to stay at this height, right? But we should have plenty of headlift since we're dropping down so much. Go right in, and again we'll throw a valve. Guess like that, just to kind of make sure we're staying in there well. Awesome. Okay. And then the other thing is water, which we don't really have the time to do right now. But what this tells us is that we can figure out the spacing here. So we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put one down. That's going to be where the generators go. And then we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's totally fine. Nothing important is in the cliff. Okay, and this is where the refineries are gonna go. We're gonna just kiss that cliff edge, but it should be fine. Let's put these down real fast, and then next time what we're gonna do is get water hooked up. We'll build the last few generators, and then we'll be able to start using this rubber and oil, or rubber and plastic. I don't know why I can't say that properly. Rubber and plastic for our modular engine stuff. So that all looks good. That looks perfectly fine to me. Let's just make sure we can fit 7 in here, which I know we can. Yeah, we're definitely getting good progress down now. It's just these builds are so massive that it's definitely slow going at times. That's alright. Oh, hello, Manta. What am I missing? Packaged fuel and copper sheet. Okay, don't jump around because I have no packaged fuel on hand right now. Now I do. Dismantle that, and let's see, final piece of the puzzle. It's a J. Just make sure this is the right spacing. Looks good. We'll just run this into the mountain here. If I can. Hello? There we go. And that'll tie in. We'll get that all going. Let's clear out some foliage. Alright, so we're probably going to pull this whole section back with the supports and switch over to just the open roof, just to kind of make that nice and clean. Nice, and then that can go straight in. Again, we're gonna throw a valve. And that's really it. We gotta do water, obviously, and then these generators, but that is kind of all we have to worry about in terms of power. Let's run out here real quick. I just want to see that the generators and stuff all fit, ideally without impacting the Manta. I can't see why they would cause a problem. So we don't even have to build as many as we did on the other side. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna go blueprint mode. I can just get them somewhere. Okay, maybe not. I guess we'll just try and line this up. I was just gonna try and do a big nudge off of the main blueprint there, but then we come up here, and I think that's how we have it. Not even close. Okay, I think that's it. So it should be right on that line. Yep. Alright, so yeah, we had 9.6, here we have 7 times 60, so 420, should be 8 and change. We'll probably just overclock, so let's just build 8. Should be 8.4, I guess. We remember the math from earlier. We should be building 18 in total. We built 9.6 over there, and then 8.4 will bring us to 18. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. Plenty of space, not anything to worry about on that side of things. Even drop in supports going all the way. Lines up pretty well. Nice. All right. So I'm not worried about the Manta. I know he's going to have tons of room. We're probably just going to cut things off right here, incorporate water, and just leave him alone. Give him all the space he needs to get through. We may as well get rid of this last tree down here. Is there any others hanging out? Okay. So, let me back up top a little bit, and we can take a look at everything that we just accomplished in the day. Oh, that's what you meant about the package fuel earlier. Yeah. Because I make this blueprint, there's package fuel included in it, so that it starts unpackaging it, and then that's how the packages get into the design. Dang, it looks cool down here. I like it down here. Hold on. This is sweet. Oh, man. Have I mentioned how much I just love this game? Have I ever said that enough? Like, I just love this shit. This is so crazy. Like, all these levels just make this feel so absurd. But it goes so quick. Now that we can, like, just stamp entire segments down, it goes so much faster. Like, I'm loving it. I'm freaking loving it, dude. Let's see. Can we get up top a little bit? I need a bird's eye view real quick. I need it. I need it for my mental health. Let's see, how high up can we get? I don't want to get too high to where then the clouds and stuff start getting in the way, although at night. No, there's still fog at night, right? So we're going up. We're really going up. Should probably start dropping some elevators in some of these guys. see. So I want to be over here. You can't even like get it all. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty wild. There you go. All right. Well, I think this is a good screen to end on. I'm happy with today. Thank you all for coming out. I'm loving the progress. I know it's a little bit slow, but it's steady. It's good. You know, it feels like we're making progress every stream, which is really nice. So yeah, I hope y'all have been enjoying. Thanks so much for all the new people coming by. Thanks so much for all the regular people coming by. You know who you are, so I appreciate you all the same. And we should be back at it on Wednesday. Hopefully, all things go well. I'm gonna aim for starting around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, you know, do those conversions. But if you're not in the Discord, make sure you get in there. I always post when I'm going to go live. And that way you'll know for sure. All right, Don, take care, man. Thanks again for hanging. Good seeing you. And yeah, that'll be it for today. So thanks again for coming. Hope you had a good one. And I will see you again real soon. Peace.